Hi Jewish moms, Mazel Tov to me. Today the 24th day of Adar is my 24th wedding anniversary, Mazel Tov. And Mazel Tov to you, because tonight, the 25th day of Adar, is the beginning of a really, really special period in the Jewish year. It's called the 72 days of Chesed, between the 25th day of Adar and Shavuot. And so I've learned about the 72 days of Chesed since from Rabbi Niven, Rabbi Niven's Chaboras, which I'm talking about all the time to you, and I've been doing this like for the past 5 years with him. But the original source is actually from the Leshem, the famous Kabbalist the Leshem, who was the father or possibly the grandfather of Harav Elyashiv Zatzal, and so. What is the 72 days of Chesed? So for those of you who've heard me talking about this every single year, then probably you have a vague memory of this. For those of you who've never heard about it, I'm telling you now for the first time. But basically what it is this is a time of the year. It's an incredibly auspicious time to change whatever you want about yourself. Whatever you want to change about your life, you can change it now. Okay, between the 72 days of Chesed. What you need to do is you need to make a very, very small, microscopic commitment that you're going to make every single day. You're going to perform every single day of these 72 days of Chesed until Shavuot, and so it can be something that takes you 5 minutes. It takes you even 1 minute, even less than a minute. But you need to make this commitment to show Hashem, I want to change this thing about my life, and I'm serious about it. Every single day, I do it, right? And between us, if you miss a day here, if you miss a day or 2 or 3 along the way, don't give up. Keep on going. Keep on plugging ahead. It's okay. Just keep on going ahead, doing as much as you can of the 70 days of Chesed, doing this small commitment. It could be something about your personality, something about your mental state, something about your marriage, something about your life as a mother. It can really be almost anything that you want to change. You can just this is the time to do it. So I want to tell you about 2 stories of when the 72 days of Chesed really worked miracles, I believe, in my own life. So I after several births, that I used to really suffer a lot from postpartum weirdness. There's something called postpartum OCD, and if you know what that is, possibly if you've had it or whatever, then you know it's like a very, very scary thing. It's like you have very scary thoughts, and it's something that really, really I was like dreading it the entire, like for several pregnancies. I was just dreading it and like living in fear of what's going to be, after I give birth. And so, Baruch Hashem, 5 years ago, I joined Rabbi Niven's Chabura. The first year I worked on this, that I wanted to overcome this postpartum OCD. And so basically, I think every single day, I would spend 5 minutes visualizing that after I gave birth, it was going to be just fine. I was going to be relaxed and happy, and I was going to be saying, wow, it disappeared. No postpartum OCD this time. And it actually happened. It actually worked. Since then, I've had three babies since then. It did not come back. It just disappeared. Maybe it would come in like a very, very minor way, but like it was like nothing. It really didn't bother me at all. So Baruch Hashem, it was really, really, I felt miraculous that it actually just disappeared. So I hope that all of you, so what I recommend to you, for all of you, is that you choose something, a very small, Rabbi Niven calls a microscopic avoda, something which you want to change, like think of something that you want to change in your life. Okay, something about your marriage, or something as your life as a mother, or something about your mental state, or something about whatever. Okay, and something that you want to change, and then think of a very, very microscopic avoda that you can do working towards that goal. Okay, so for those of you who've been hearing this for a few years, I'll tell you like a more advanced version. So I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to do this year. So this year, I think what I want to work on is being enjoying my kids more. I have kids. I have daughters who are older. I have like 3 sort of teenage age daughters, and that age I enjoy. I enjoy talking with them and hanging out with them and joking around with them. I enjoy my infant. Like, he's like so cute and cuddly and whatever. But everyone between my teenagers and my infant, like I sort of have like I enjoy them, but like I get irritated with them and frustrated with them quite often. I find that age, that sort of in between youngish age, often challenging. So what I want to do is what you're supposed to do, like on a more advanced level. So you could, between tonight between the Sunday night. And if you're hearing this later on in the week, it doesn't matter. Just start whenever you hear this. So what you could do is between you could just do the same like 1 minute microscopic avoda between now and Shavuot, but on a more advanced level, if you want, you can. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. So between what you can do is between now and Pesach, you do something passive. You do something called sor mira, turning away from the bad. So you're just like, instead of doing something positive, you're just doing something passive, just stopping yourself from doing something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop myself from feeling frustrated and irritated with one of my younger children. This morning I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, well, how many times a day am I going to do that? I thought, well, maybe I'll do it 5 times a day. But then I thought, well, maybe that's not reasonable. What if I don't feel irritated 5 times a day by any of my children? But then I realized that I was thinking about this very early in the morning, and I realized that by 7:30 in the morning, I had already felt irritated at least 5 times by my 2-year-old. So this is actually for me a microscopic avoda, because it's relatively microscopic relative to the amount of times a day that I do feel irritated and frustrated with my younger children. So that's going to be my passive, my beginning and my beginning of the 70 days of Chesed. And between Pesach and Shavuot, I'm going to do something positive. My idea is I'm going to every time, once a day, when I see my kids doing something cute, like my young kids doing something cute that really makes me feel all warm and nachasy, then I'm going to take a picture. And take a picture to remember it, to capture it, to like actively recognize this as a nachas, wonderful, heartwarming ima moment. Okay, so I want to bless all of you Jewish moms. Rabbi Niven says that this period of the year, the 70 days of Chesed, it's like Hashem's like giving you like a blank check. It's like He's passing out like $1,000 bills. Like $1,000 bills for free. He just throwing around all those. That it's like giving out free money, right? Because it's just like a time. It's like an auspicious time just to bring in free blessings into your life. And all you need to do is make the smallest commitment. Is to show Hashem, I'm serious about this. Hashem, I really want to change this. I don't want to be depressed anymore, anxious anymore, grouchy anymore, angry anymore, fearful anymore. I want my marriage to be different, my motherhood life to be different, my attitude to be different, my life to be different. This is the time to just make the very, very small commitment and to change your life. And so also want to request, I've been talking about this now for 5 years. If any of you have had amazing experiences with the 72 days of Chesed, please write about it in the comments. Okay? Kol Tov, have an amazing week. Kol Tov.